one of those beach movies, you know, they put out a whole bunch.
Too big, give me 5. Good job. Keela, little hug from you. Thank you, sweet girl. Okay, come on down here. Outsiders, first of all, we did that over 40 years ago, right? I'm 57 now. I was 14 when I started auditioning for that movie. I was 15 when I did it. Ralph was 21. Matt was 18. Tom Cruise was 18. Emilio was 19. And we won't talk about Leif. No, he was okay. Oh, Bob was okay. I got some stories about that. First of all, yes, I do. First of all, one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever had. I'm so proud to have come from that production. I learned so much. I've read the book recently. I get a lot of questions from the youngsters about the book. First of all, can you believe S.E. Hinton was 16 years old when she wrote that thing? True story. True story. So, I mean, that's a great example for all of us, but especially the young people, because I think we spend way too much time when we're younger worrying about what everybody else thinks. And thank God S.E. Hinton didn't listen to the naysayers when she said, I'm writing a book about a group of hoods from the wrong side of the tracks, right? They probably said, what the heck are you doing? And do you know she failed creative writing that year? Failed creative writing and wrote The Outsiders. So determination, self-discipline, hard work, and she didn't listen to what everybody else had to say. So think about that, right? Think about that. I haven't seen the Broadway musical, which I hear is fantastic. So the point is, The Outsiders just lives in perpetuity. I mean, it just keeps on going. Excuse me. Would you mind holding that for 1 second? Those are my cigarettes. Yes. I'm going to take a sip of this water. It's just water, I swear. The fact that we did that movie so long ago, and every year I get a new batch of 13, 14-year-old fans. They contact me on social media crying. They're crying because Johnny Cade is dead. And then they find out Ponyboy is 57 and they really start crying. What are you going to do, man? You know, hey, it beats the alternative. That's what I say. I'm getting some marriage proposals right now. It's funny. I appreciate all of you. I want to take a few questions. We went so late. I don't want to keep us too long, but I could just sit and talk with all of you forever. So, I know some of you must have some questions. Yes.
What was your favorite movie to star in?
My favorite movie to star in? Well, not that I like to talk about myself that much, but I have been in over 250 productions. And, you know, people look at me and they shake their head and they said, what the hell? Ponyboy turned into George Foyet the Reaper. And, you know, it's funny how popular that show was. I get a lot of people coming up to me and they say, you're George Foyet. And I said, well, I played George Foyet. And they say, I hate you. and you know, that just means I did my job, right? That just means I did my job. I love being an actor. I love challenging myself. I like finding broken and flawed characters and injecting humanity into them. I like taking roles that I haven't done before. I've got a film out right now called Ride, which I'm very proud of. I hope y'all have time. You can check it out. I hope you young people have not watched Obliterated on Netflix. Do not watch that show. That is not for kids. But like I said, I'm so blessed. I'm working today. I'm working on a show with Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren right now called 1923. And it's Taylor Sheridan production. I'm so proud of that. And after that, I'm going to go star in a movie with a young actor named Ryan Felipe. And I'll be playing the bad guy in that. So that's what I'm up to right now. Another question. Do I have any advice for people who want to go into acting? Well, I will say this. It's a tough road to hoe. It's not easy. You hear no a lot, and you have to have real determination. And I would also recommend having a plan A and a plan B, and having a way to support yourself while you're working through that. As a young person, you have to be an actor, you have to act. You have to read everything you possibly can, and get into a drama class as soon as you can and start doing plays and see if it's something that you really want to do. And if it sticks with you, keep going and don't give up. And that's really the key. But it's a tough life. It's a real tough life. And it's not easy. Yes. In the back. I said, yep. I get that question a lot. Like, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite role? You have to understand, it's really difficult to pick a favorite. It's kind of like picking a favorite child. You know, you secretly have one, but you don't tell people. You know, my experiences that are my favorite are friendships that I have made over the years. For me, I try to learn from every production and grow as a person, grow as an artist, and take what I've learned from that production and move to the next and continue to just be a better artist. And there are experiences that I have preferred and I have enjoyed more than others, but I don't really have an ultimate favorite. I'm really proud of the movie The Hitcher. I was 17 when I did that movie and worked with Rutger Hauer, who's an incredible actor. Really proud of a series that I did called Southland, that I played a cop for 5 years. And I've worked with some phenomenal people. I did a movie when I was 20 years old with Elizabeth Taylor called The Young Toscanini that wasn't real popular. But I've been really blessed to work with some great people. I did a movie called Gettysburg about the Civil War. It was a really important movie for me, and I worked with some phenomenal actors in that and learned a lot from that. But like I said, I just try to continue to learn and grow and apply what I've learned to my next project. Yes.
What was it like meeting Essie Hinton?
What was it like meeting Essie Hinton? First of all, she's one of my dearest friends. We speak all the time. We have a project that we're working on together that I can't really share yet, but I'm going to see her. I'm going to see her next weekend. I'm going to go to Tulsa and we're going to have a dinner, and we're working on another project. So she's a sweetheart, and I respect her and I love her. And she was like the Greaser Den mother. She was on the set every single day. Matt Dillon did 3 movies with her. And she is just a phenomenal person, super smart, and has taught me a lot. Yes, right here. Yeah. What's your name?
James.
That's James. I remember you.
Out of everybody, how much kids tried out to be Pony Boy?
Oh, how many people tried out to be Pony Boy? I got to be really honest with you on that. So I auditioned with probably 1,000 actors in 6 different cities before they picked the core cast of The Outsiders. I never saw another kid read for Pony Boy. Not one time. And everybody else said, you got this part. And I was, I didn't know. I was young, and they didn't give it to me until, they gave everybody their roles. But there were so many people that auditioned for parts. Robert Downey Jr., Val Kilmer, Mickey Rourke, Dennis Quaid, Anthony Michael Hall, and I think he read for Ponyboy. Yeah, I think Anthony Michael Hall read for Ponyboy, but I wasn't with him or in a room, but I did see a tape that he did. Yeah, question from you.
What was it like working with Matt Dillon?
Matt Dillon? I'll tell you this. On the set of The Outsiders, there was a few good-looking guys on that set. But when Matt Dillon walked in the room, the girls fainted. And everybody talks Rob Lowe, soda pop. No. Matt Dillon murdered him in the room full of girls. He was the coolest guy I ever met. I wanted to be Matt Dillon so bad. I still love that guy. He's absolutely phenomenal. And if I could have been another character in The Outsiders, it would have been Dallas Winston. One of the coolest characters ever. Chris in the back. His name is Christopher Thomas, by the way. Yeah. Yep. Sweet girls. I hope that was girls. Did I see The Outsiders spin off like the TV show? A little bit. You know, I got to tell you, it's I think it's tough for everybody to try to watch an Outsiders cast that isn't a part of the original cast, right? Because we're looking at that going, that's not Dallas Winston, you know? But they managed to pull it off on Broadway, so I know those kids did a great job, and everybody's loved that. And I haven't seen it yet, but I can't wait. Yes, right here.
I just wanted to say thank you so much, and you're amazing.
You sweet girl. Thank you so much. Y'all have been amazing. We'll take a few more questions. My favorite part of The Outsiders to film? Really love the Rumble. I got a quick story for you, right? So in the Rumble, I practiced for 3 weeks. I had all kinds of punches and kicks planned, and I was going to it was my chance to shine, right? When we got there, it was pouring rain, and on action, the stuntman slipped and hit me in the chin for real, and down I went in the mud, and everybody was fighting, and the director called cut, and I went over to Francis Ford Coppola, the director. I said, we have to go again. And I got punched in the chin, and I didn't get to judo chop or kick anybody. He looked me right in the eye, and he shrugs. He goes, that's what happens to Ponyboy in this fight. So watch that. Next time you're watching the Rumble up here, you'll see me get popped right in the chin, and down I go, and that was it. Yeah. Right over here in the back. Yep. Is there anybody on the set that I really didn't like? Well, not that I didn't like him, but I may or may not have flubbed a few lines so I could spit on Leif Garrett a few more times. Just saying. Something that they did on that set, which was really interesting, before we started filming, we were rehearsing for a month, and every weekend there would be a barbecue with a basketball game or a football game, or we'd have a bowling night set up between the Socs and the Greasers. And they'd show up, the Socs, in their matching tracksuits with their names on their back and their leather-bound script books, and we didn't get anything. They were up on the 18th floor in suites, and we were down on the 6th and 5th floors in regular rooms. So there was some animosity that was built up between all of us. And it was healthy, but it was just an incredibly well-done job by the director, who was part director, part father, and part psychologist. And he manipulated all of us before we ever rolled film. And by the time we got to roll film, you know, I wasn't real fond of the Socs. Yeah. But all in good fun. Yeah, back there. Yep. If I wasn't going to do acting, I wanted to be a professional cowboy. My father was a cowboy. I was raised by cowboys. And I wanted to do that my whole life. And I live in Texas, and I have 3 horses. And yeah, Chino's my pony. Y'all are so sweet. Yes. What movie would I want to be in? Like a movie from the past? Yeah, a cowboy movie, right? Yeah, no doubt. I don't know. I'm not crazy about the Marvel movies myself. Yeah. Well, DC movies aren't bad. Batman's okay. Spider-Man's all right. Well, that's Marvel, but I liked Iron Man with Robert Downey. I think he's a really phenomenal actor. But I feel pretty blessed with the projects that I've been a part of. Started out my career with a little movie called E.T. You might have heard of that. And then I went on to The Outsiders, and I've been blessed to have just kind of kept going. And let's take like 2 or 3 more questions, and we'll get this started. Yes? God bless. Thank you. I'm still real close with Ralph. We speak all the time. I spoke to Ralph on the phone about 3 days ago. I haven't seen him in a long time, but Matt and I hug it out whenever we're together. I speak to Emilio once in a while, and I love Rob. Rob will always be my brother. Yes. Okay, that's a good way to wrap it up. We're going to recite the Stay Gold poem together. All of us, okay? And afterwards, we're going to get this movie started because y'all probably getting tired of me talking up here. Okay? On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Nature's was green as gold. Her heart is hue to hoe. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf. So Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day. Nothing gold can stay. I love you, New York. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much for coming tonight. We really appreciate you. It was wonderful meeting all of you. I give you guys a big hug. I love each and every one of you. Thank you all that came and brought your beautiful cars. Thank you, those of you that dressed up tonight. Thank you, those that came to the meet and greet. And I think it's time for us to roll this footage. I hope you enjoy the movie, and thanks again so much. I love y'all. Stay gold.